Well, prior to TCS being on the scene, we had what many professional service firms have, smaller firms have, which was kind of a one-man band that we knew of, who was really good with technology, who had become our de facto administrator. He had several accounts, and he was a good guy, and he seemed to know a lot more about IT than we did. But the truth of the matter is, when you just got one guy and he's got a lot of accounts, he's spread thin. So we had certain problems, like when we had things come up and we needed attention, we'd have to wait sometimes our turn in line for him to get to us. Meanwhile, we lost time and productivity. Understandable, but unfortunate for our balance sheet. Other things too, there are limits to what one person can know. And there were some problems that we ran into as technology evolved and new technologies emerged and things had to be changed out that he simply didn't know about. And so we put workarounds on top of workarounds until before too long it became apparent he was in over his head. Our business needs greatly outstripped a solution that worked long ago. And we had a spaghetti mess with our network. It was obvious we had to bring somebody else in. Well, after we vetted several alternative providers in the area, we were absolutely clear that TCS was the choice for us. It happened with the first meeting, I remember it. The president, Barry Utesh, came out with the sales guys to make the pitch. I was impressed that the president cared enough to take the time to make a sales call. But it wasn't just that. The team worked as a team. They had an Apple guy who knew Macs, they had PC guys who understood the IBM world and Microsoft, and they also could understand our problems quite quickly and explain them to us in a language we could understand. I felt comfortable that we had the right partner. 3 years later, our gut check was right. TCS has done a fabulous job keeping us up and running, and the proof is in the numbers. Minimal downtime since we started. We now anticipate problems before they flare up. They put solutions in before they happen, and they really are a partner, helping us anticipate our IT strategy and execute it flawlessly.
When we hired our internal IT person, we felt it would be best from an internal customer service standpoint to have a full-time internal person that could respond very quickly and was here in the building all the time. The issue we had with that was that one person could not offer us the breadth of services that a company like TCS could offer us, where they have people that could do break-fix work all the way to senior level server engineers that we could pull from on a moment's notice to resolve issues and help us design the next phase of our system.
Prior to TCS getting involved here at Frank Bloom, our network was a mess. It was down a lot. It was very expensive to maintain when it was up. The platform was unstable. The different components, I don't think, were very well integrated into the system. So we had a lot of problems, and that was actually affecting our ability to deliver service to our customer. I think we selected 3 or 4 different vendors from around the triad. I know we interviewed each of those 4 candidate companies at least twice, I think in some cases 3 times, but it was very obvious that TCS was far and away the right company to choose.
We spent about a decade having a full-time IT person on staff, and when we made the decision that it was time to stop that, we were full of fear and trepidation. We were really concerned that we would miss lots of beats, that things would stop, work would screech to a halt. But when we made the transition, we were just amazed. It was flawless as a result of our relationship with TCS. They became a part of our team, and as a result, there was no one who could tell the difference from us having a full-time IT person to just having TCS's assistance. It was an amazing thing to watch.